Hi, this is John Clark from Life to Success, and in this video, I am going to be looking at a question or a statement and a question. I have reached my goal, but I feel like some of the results are slipping away. What do I do? Well, this is a very common event, and it happens. It happens probably to more people, especially people that are goal oriented. These things do happen. So, here are a couple of reasons that I've come up with why I think this stuff happens. Number one, our mind has not yet accepted the picture of us being this way yet. Our mind is our greatest friend or our greatest enemy, and how we relate to the way we think is key to the results that we get. So let's take let's use an example here. We got a 42-year-old person, and over the years, they've allowed themselves to become 40 pounds overweight. Well, two things with that. Number one, it's taken 42 years to become 40 pounds overweight. So this didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen in a period of 30 days. So it's happened over a period of time, which has allowed the mind to lock into that image that you look at every day in the mirror. So the weight gain comes on gradually. Next thing you know, you're staring into the mirror of someone who's 40 pounds overweight. And in the meantime, your mind has just accepted that as your reality. So when you decide that it's time to shed the weight and you do it rapidly, you do not allow your mind to accept the picture that it's looking at in the mirror, especially if you do it rapidly. You didn't put the weight on in 30 days, so your mind just does not have, if you lose the weight in 30 days, your mind does not have time to react to that. Um, Number two, which I believe is pretty tightly fixed to number one. Number two is you are no longer engaging in the activity that you need to maintain that goal. Now, as a serial yo-yo dieter, I can speak with great expertise in this area. I've gotten to my goal weight several times, but I stopped doing the things necessary to stay there. It's very easy to allow our mind or to allow us to be complacent once we start to get closer to the goal. So our mind offers up, well, let's I'm to this point now. I'm almost there. It's not going to hurt if I have this meal that doesn't serve um, my weight loss goals, or I can take this week off from the gym. I'm that close. I can just take the week off from the gym. Um, Jim Rohn says that when you plant the seeds, you got to continually make sure you're weeding the garden. If you're not weeding the garden, the weeds have an opportunity to suck all the life out of those seeds. So you got to make sure to not only plant the seed and to do the actions necessary to make what you want to have happen in your life, but you also have to make sure to not allow the weeds to overrun your garden. And that's what, if I took that week off from the gym, that week leads to the next week, which leads to the next week, which leads to the next month that I haven't been to the gym. And all of a sudden, the weight just gradually starts to come back onto my body. So if you were to ask someone who is a recovering substance abuser, as monumental as the decision to stop doing the substance abuse, generally when people are to the point where they make that decision, they're on the bottom of the barrel. There's no place left to go down. And the people make that decision. As monumental as that decision is, and props to that happening, the true test comes to the day-to-day activity after making that decision. That's why the Alcoholics Anonymous have the coins that they give out for sobriety. You have 1 year sober, 2 years sober, 5 years sober, 10 years sober. These people struggle every single day not to go back and start abusing the substance again. So it's not as important it is to get to that goal and to make the decision to make that goal. It's in the day-to-day activity after reaching the goal which will determine whether we stay there or not. That's where the real rubber meets the road. Is once you get there, what are you doing to stay there, and how are you working with your mind to make that picture the bottom, and then work up from there again. Um, I hope this video helps. It's just it's an important message to realize that everybody's got those goals they want to get to. A lot of times we get close to it, or we get there, but for whatever reason we just allow the weeds to overrun the garden again, and next thing you know, we're right back to where we were before. And a lot of this has to do with building that perfect picture in our mind of what we really want to be. And this is a habitual way we think and habitual way of acting. And it's all about habits. It's all about what we think. It's about what we do. There's a link below this video for the habit busting system. I encourage you to click on that link, watch the videos on that page, and take advantage of that program. It is a great program, and you'll get a lot out of it. Again, this is John Clark from LifeToSuccess.com. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave your comments or questions below, and I will answer them accordingly. Thank you, and have a great day.